Hey guys, for today we're going to talk about a few different movement patterns that we like to use for activation and accessory core work. We're going to begin with our bird dog. Now the bird dog is a great exercise that's going to help bring awareness into our core out through our extremities. So a lot of times we think about functional fitness, by definition it is core through extremity patterns. So this is a great way to kind of add some activation drills through our glutes, core, shoulders, and everything at once. So what we'll do is we're going to start off in a tabletop position where my hands are stacked directly underneath my shoulders, my knee is stacked underneath my hips. From here, I'm going to initiate by kicking my leg out, so my right leg is going out. I'm squeezing that right glute to keep my hips level, and then my left arm is going through full flexion here, reaching all the way up overhead, thumb pointing towards the ceiling. Now from here, we're going to bring the elbows in, creating some trunk flexion by pulling the ribs in, belly button up, elbow to knee, and then cross over. Now each time that we go through this range of motion, it's important that we're moving with intent. So think about moving with your breath. I like to think about inhaling or exhale as we compress, inhale as we extend out. So I'm going to think about exhale here, inhale here. Now the big thing too is notice my back leg. I'm kicking my heel through, but I'm not letting my toe turn out. So I want to stay neutral. I want to keep my hips symmetrical as if I was standing. So this is a great drill to add when we're going into like some deadlifts, some cleans, Olympic lifts, when we're doing a lot of hip hinging. Creates that activation, but at the same time it engages our core because of that cross-body connection. So now we've completed our bird dogs. We're going to move into our dumbbell plank pull across. The dumbbell plank pull across is a great exercise to work on, again, that cross-body stabilization, but at the same time, now we're creating loading from side to side. So it's going to require a little bit of a rotation as well as anti-rotation. So when I get myself set up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the top of a push-up position. Once I get myself in the position, we got to keep in mind the width of our feet. I like to say, let's go about hip width apart. But the closer we go, the harder it's going to be to stay stable. So what we're going to do is start out with our feet hip width apart. Once again, our hands underneath our shoulders. I'm going to focus on keeping my butt tight, ribs tight, so I'm maintaining a nice hollow, organized position. Now from here, we're starting out organized. I'm going to shift my weight into this hand, stacked active shoulder, reach across, grab the dumbbell, pull it across. Same thing other side. Grab the dumbbell, pull it across. And the whole time we're going through this, we want to think about maintaining that symmetrical aspect as much as possible with the shoulder to the ground versus adding this huge rotation or letting the hips sink up. We want to stay in that nice, tight, organized position. Now, as we go through this drill, there's other stuff that we can do with it, but for this, we want to think about maintaining good control through our core. So as far as loading goes, we can challenge ourselves as long as we can stay active. So finishing up our circuit here after our bird dogs, dumbbell plank pull across, we're going to get into our hollow body hold. Now the hollow body hold is a great exercise to help develop not only stability and core strength, but also is kind of the foundation to a lot of movements, whether we're going inverted, whether we're going into a barbell overhead, whether we're hanging from the bar or implementing pull-ups and other stuff like that. So it's really important to maintain that connection from the shoulders to the hips. What's happening in the middle, okay? So a few different progressions we can go into. Starting out, we want to be able to find our tension in our core. So what I'll do is I'm going to start out by bringing my knees up, bringing my hands up, and I'm creating that tension. So I'm pushing my lower back into the ground and slightly lifting my shoulder blades off the ground. Now here, I'm nice and active. This is our first scale, okay? From there, we can then level out our legs. Now here, we still want to maintain that active back flat into the ground. So as I'm in this position, I'm also squeezing my butt. I'm not letting my legs stay up because that's going to allow my hip flexors to take over. I want this whole system to work as a whole. So creating that tension at the hips is going to create a lot more stability. Now from here to add leverage, we're going to go overhead. From there, we can add a rock, but we want to focus on maintaining that tension. So if somebody was to come over and slide the hand underneath your back, they should just hit your back. If we have a little bit of an arch and we're starting to break, dial it back, reorganize, and then we can always start to level out again to find our intensity.